Deposed Honduran President Manuel Zelaya is calling on Latin American leaders to ignore the election held by the de facto government and help restore him to power. The Honduran Congress itself will decide whether to restore Zelaya on Wednesday. Keith Crane has more.
In an interview Monday, the deposed leader said he would reject the results of any congressional decision over his future.
Congress can't act without my authorization. I haven't given my authorization.
In a letter to Latin American leaders from the Brazilian embassy where he is holed up, Zelaya said he hoped for their cooperation so that the coup d'etat does not remain unpunished. But President-elect Porfirio Lobo and interim President Roberto Micheletti say the large turnout in the election show a majority of Hondurans supported the vote and want to put the crisis behind them. Under a US-brokered pact, Congress must vote on whether Zelaya should be restored to power. However, his chances of returning to office look increasingly slim, as he says he will reject any such offer.
You who falsified my signature, you who created a false document saying I had resigned, you who on June 28th elected a president without the power, you cannot deliberate over my investiture as president of Honduras. You do not have the power.
Western Hemisphere countries are divided on whether to recognize Sunday's presidential vote. The United States has recognized it, but Brazil and other left-leaning countries say recognizing the election amounts to legitimizing Central America's first coup in 20 years. Keith Crane, CCTV.
Latin America, Spain and Portugal have called for the deposed president of Honduras to be reinstated. They called it a fundamental step for a return to democracy in the country, but refrained from passing judgment on Sunday's election. Yang Wei-han has more.
Leaders agreed at the summit, which closed on Monday in Estoril, Portugal, on a statement condemning June's coup in Honduras. Portuguese Prime Minister gave his take on the group's final declaration on the country.
We reached a declaration that condemns the coup and appeals for national dialogue. Some will say it doesn't mean much, but others will say it means a lot.
Opposition candidate Porfirio Lobo won Honduras presidential election on Sunday, but ousted President Manuel Zelaya's representative at the summit said that only a minority of delegation at the summit had recognized the results.
The majority of the nations who are members of the summit have maintained their firm position to condemn the coup and recognize neither the electoral process nor the result. We will continue to look for effective solutions for the return of democracy and restoration of President Zelaya.
Besides the Honduras issue, the summit also underlined that innovation and knowledge are essential tools to eradicate poverty and fight hunger in Latin America. The dignitaries highlighted the role of innovation and knowledge in the pursuit of integrated, inclusive, and equitable societies. Yang Wei-han, CCTV.